So let's talk about Maina Kamanda. Is this just an ungrateful man? Because this is a man who lost elections. Then Jubilee, as a party, decided to nominate him. Is Kamanda biting the hands that fed him?
The question would be: is Jubilee Party William Ruto? You know, we need to separate the deputy president and Jubilee Party. And the other question would be, who actually endorsed his nomination? Who endorsed his nomination? Do we have incredible information that it was actually William Ruto who endorsed his nomination, or is it that he was nominated by Jubilee Party itself? If we were to talk about Maina Kamanda as being ungrateful, then we would also talk about so many Jubilee MPs as being ungrateful. Because remember, ungratefulness would appear in the sense that, also remember I'll keep referring to the Kibra by-elections, when we saw a host of Jubilee members of parliament, governors, senators joining ODM to campaign for Imran Okoth. If we were to talk about people being ungrateful, then we should mention each and every other person who at the time campaigned for Imran Okoth. We should be able to mention them and call out their names and say they are also being ungrateful. Because remember, had they not been given Jubilee Party nomination certificates at the nomination stage, they would not make it to the elections. They'd probably not make it to the elections, and they'd probably not win their seats. So in a Jubilee Party politics is politics that is very difficult to understand right now. And then again, I'll go back to the voting when they voted, the voting process in the Senate, when they were voting when they were voting for the impeachment of Governor Waititu. Remember what happened? For the first time, I would not say in the history of Kenya, but for the first time in the current political system that we've had ever since 2013, we are seeing allegedly members of the opposition voting with government, voting with the current ruling party, Jubilee Party, to vote out one of their own governors. So if we were to talk about people being ungrateful, then one would say the entire lot of Jubilee Party that is aligned to the president is being ungrateful to the Jubilee Party itself. So I think the issue of Kamanda is one that needs to be viewed from a different lens, because if you ask me, I would not want to say, I do not think that it was deputy president who proposed his nomination. But if indeed it was the deputy president who did propose his nomination after losing his seat, then we can be able to talk about whether he's being ungrateful and unloyal to the deputy president. But then again, also remember, there is never loyalty in politics. And in fact, we need to really watch out as to how things will turn out politically in the next few months. Because even if you ask me in my own view, and we said this is where we do not mince words, in my own view, I really doubt whether a few months from now or 1 year down the line, this handshake politics will be ongoing. And at that point, we will be talking about massive betrayal, massive people feeling betrayed. And so, yeah, if it's a question of being ungrateful and being unloyal, which should be the correct word, being unloyal or disloyal, then politics, there is never loyalty in politics.